Welcome back to Talk of the Town, and with me now I have two special guests today. This is Liz Souza. She's the owner and master groomer over at Serenity Pet Spa. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for bringing with a friend as well. Who's this?
This is Lestat. He's my standard poodle. Usually see him at the shop laying on his poodle chair. So he decided to come along too.
I know you can't feel through the camera, but he is so fluffy. I just love it. I just want to keep petting him. He's so soft and fluffy. I love it. So let's talk about Serenity Pet Spa. What is a visit to Serenity like?
Well, the dogs get to come in. They're usually here. We do it a little differently than a lot of shops where we don't groom a dog straight through. We let them come, they hang out, and they play for like a few hours. So typically they're there for 3 to 4 hours, but they get to sort of hang out, they get to take breaks. It's especially good for puppies and senior pets in that way.
Less stressful, I would imagine,
Yes,
for
definitely.
the animal. And I know you guys are also kennel-free. So what does that mean, kennel-free grooming?
So that means that we don't put them in crates unless they absolutely need to. Some dogs like it. We call them their penthouse little private suites.
I love that.
Some dogs like to be in that and they get like a little water and a bed, but most of them, and it's especially good for the puppies that maybe it's their first or second groom and they're only 3 or 4 months old and they're just wild and they want to play.
Yeah.
And so we're able to let them run it all off and get socialized and really get to meet a lot of different kinds of dogs, and then they get to play when usually they fall asleep by the time we're trimming them, so that really makes it less stressful for them.
Like you said, that has so many benefits, from just the socialization to, you know, getting that energy out so that they're not all, you know, anxious when they are being groomed. Because I'm, like you said, even for maybe an adult dog who hasn't been groomed before, or it's a new place, I'm sure that just can be so stressful on an animal.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the services that you guys offer?
Well, we do offer basically anything you could ask for. All of our services automatically include like the best shampoos, nail grinding, which is better for the nails, gets them shorter and a little smoother than the clipping. A lot of dogs like it better. You know, we check all over the skin. We offer a lot of different special mud baths and paw soaks and facials.
This sounds
we
great.
get that a lot. But yeah, we do a lot of those things so that we can really see what's going on with the dog's skin and offer some solutions for the owners if there is a problem going on.
Now you said nail grinding, and that's something I've never heard of before. And I'm picturing like some sort of buffing, like if you were to file your nails.
Very similar. Yeah, we use just a Dremel tool. There's one specifically made for pets. It's just a sander, and you just sand the nails down, and it gets them nice and short. And they just kind of like, oh, okay. Once they're used to the noise, they like it a lot better. So I find we do it on all dogs.
Nice.
Yeah, and then they don't scratch you.
That's what I was going to say. I have a cat at home, but that's the thing when I clip his nails is that they can oftentimes be sharp.
Yes.
So it's like they're shorter, but they're still sharp, so it
Yes,
doesn't help very much.
absolutely. Yep.
And I also want to touch on that you're master certified.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
So the long and short of it is basically I'm an expert in all breeds. I've been tested both on the technical grooming skills of the breeds as well as breed identification, common ailments, diseases, anatomy, structure, basically anything to do with dogs. I had to take a 1.5 years worth of testing and exams for that. So
I could see how that could be important, though. I mean, you see on Facebook all the time the videos of dogs with just like matted coats, which I'm sure has to do with the breed because they have different types of hair that have different needs.
Absolutely.
So it's important to know what to do to take care of it. And I'm sure, you know, when you have a lab, you know, maybe they just need a good bath, you know?
Typically, yes.
Versus a dog that grows longer
dog like
hair.
this needs a little more work.
A little more attention. So what about the rest of your staff?
So I have a great staff. I've done a lot of growth in the last year. I've hired on a couple great groomers with tons of experience, as well as some bathers and some apprentices. So all of my groomers on staff are technically master grooming apprentices. So every day we're training in something and they're getting ready to take their own master test starting next year. But they all have their own specialties and strengths. So I feel like we can cover everything. No matter what kind of dog you have, I have a groomer there that's super excited to do it. So I love that part of it, that I can really cover all the bases for everybody.
Now we're almost out of time, but I hear you guys are nationally ranked. How is this accomplished?
So that's ranked. The national ranking is I go to grooming competitions all over the country. My most recent, I went down to Orlando about 2 weeks ago. I won first place down down there.
Congratulations.
So that was a long drive, but it was worth it. So I travel all over the country and I compete against the top groomers. And so I made it to number 12 this year. I'm hoping to make top 10 next year if I can. But yeah, I just go and I get judged on my scissoring skills, my care of the dog, the preparing of the coat, and how well it fits to the breed standard.
Wow.
So yeah, and these events also offer educational programs. So a lot of my groomers go with me and they go to the seminars and they learn things and we really become experts that way.
Really the experts over there at Serenity Pet Spa. Be sure to visit them. And again, this is Liz Souza. Thank you so much for being with us today. And we'll be back with more Talk of the Town right after this.